Go, Andy, go, Andy, go, Andy, go, Andy, go. Yay! Hey y'all, hope you're doing well, hope you're blessed in whatever you may be doing. I appreciate you stopping by to watch another video of mine. Thank you. And so I recently came across a YouTube channel. And the YouTube channel is filled with videos by Nelson Sullivan, who was a videographer. And I think Nelson was someone who was ahead of his time. And a lot of these videos are posted mainly on a channel. I believe it's called 5th, 9th Ave Project. I'll put it down there. But basically, it is videos where Nelson was vlogging. And I think this very much shows that time is a flat circle. I can't say that Nelson was the originator because people videotaped, people recorded for a while. They have videotapes and recordings back in the 50s and the 60s. But I think the style in which Nelson did it was ahead of its time. He did it the same way a lot of these YouTubers do it now, in which he was going through his daily life. He was commentating on the things that he was doing. He was talking to people. He was out and about. And I came across a video. The first video that I came across was the one where he went to a thrift store in, I think it was like 1989. They went to this thrift store, and it was in Atlanta. And that's the main reason that I clicked on the video, was because it was in Atlanta. And so Nelson is in this house, and he's walking out of this house. And I'm looking at this house, and something's telling me, I don't know why my mind is telling me this, but this is like, I'm like, bruh, that house is in candlerpark. Just from the inside, it looked like a house that was in candlerpark. And as you know from my videos, I've said it before, I'll say it 1,000 times. I'm from candlerpark in Atlanta. And even though I haven't been in candlerpark in a long time, I know candlerpark. The old candlerpark, I know it, I remember it. So I was like, yeah, this is a house in candlerpark. So he steps outside of the house, and it's like, it looks even more like a house in candlerpark when he steps outside of it. But yeah, again, Nelson was doing some really neat things. He went thrift shopping, and he was walking through the thrift store, kind of showing what he was doing, showing the clothes he got, talking to his friend. And I want to say that the thrift store that he was in was a thrift store that was on Moreland. I could be wrong, but I want to say it was a thrift store that was in Moreland. And so then in another video, he went to Lenoxmall. That video was super nostalgic, because when he went down the escalator down to the food court, it's like, you remember, there used to be a movie theater in Lenoxmall. Like, there really used to be a movie theater in there. Like, I used to go to the movies in Lenoxmall. Like, that's crazy. The food court, there used to be a fountain down in the food court. Like a water fountain, and then there was one of those elevators that you could see out of and go up. And then, like, he showed the sculpture that was in front of Neiman Marcus. And I don't remember a lot of that stuff. And there's certain stores in there that I remember that I've seen there. California Pizza Kitchen was in there. And California Pizza Kitchen was in Lenox for probably almost 20 years. It was in Lenox for a long time until they changed a lot of stuff up. But it's interesting, the nostalgia of it, and then just kind of like seeing old Atlanta, and seeing how much it progressed. And there's even a video. So then there's another video, and this is how I knew that they were operating in candlerpark, because there's a video where he's at a friend of his house, and he goes to this place called Deacon Burt's. So basically, they go out of the house, and he's going out, they're driving, and he turns left on the street. And as he's turning left, the person that's driving points out this house that is on the right-hand side. And he's like, yeah, this is the house that there was somebody, they offed themselves, and then they offed their wife, unfortunately. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, again, this looks like candlerpark. So I sent my mom a text. I was like, Mom, check out this video. Well, first I asked her, I said, Mom, did you ever hear about such and such that happened in candlerpark? She was like, no, I don't really remember that. And I was like, something happened in Candler Park. So I was like, here, I'm gonna send you these videos. Just check them out. Let me know. So the next day, she checked them out. She was like, that's definitely Candler Park, because as they go down further, they go down and they turn on DeKalb Avenue, and on DeKalb Avenue, you can see the when they turn, you can see the DeKalb car wash, and then right next to it, I believe I believe it still was, and it still is, my favorite mechanic was right there too. And then they drive down and they keep driving. They drive past Candler Park Station, and then they drive past what was probably where Caroline Street Market is now. And then they go into Imanpark, and they go to Deacon Burton's Grill, like I was saying. And I don't ever remember that being there. My mom said that she went there before it was even in the restaurant. She went when it was in the house. And yeah, it's just, again, it's interesting kind of the way in which nostalgia kind of pulls us in and reels us in. Because I thought, again, Nelson was doing something ahead of his time in which he was vlogging. And he, like I said, he probably wasn't the innovator, he probably wasn't the originator. He was very much so a person who was doing it. If you have a chance, most of the videos that I saw are on this page called, I think it's the 5th Ninth Avenue Project channel. And again, I'll put it down in I'll tag them and I'll put it down here so you can see it. But again, it's just interesting how time truly is a flat circle. Because all right, even the video that I posted where I was talking, even the part of this video where I'm talking about deloresfrench, if you look at Atlanta, it's interesting that in this video with deloresfrench, Paul is in this video. There's a lot of white people, a lot of black people. There's a lot of seemingly high-class white people. They said this is a high society party that he took RuPaul to. But then there's deloresfrench, this famous prostitute. As I watch more Nelson Sullivan videos, I come across this video. And at first, I thought he was just being funny with that little caption right there. But deloresfrench was a real person. She was on Donahue, and she was a legit famous prostitute. This was hilarious to me. But again, deloresfrench was a real person. It's really funny that she's randomly at this party in Atlanta with it looked like a lot of high rollers, because this is off the Chattahoochee. So I'm pretty sure it was a lot of high rollers, a lot of political figures, possibly local political figures in this video. But it was funny that he randomly gave her this caption. But she really is what he says in this caption. But I just thought it was funny. Atlanta truly is a combination of so many different things. Because even now, even if you look at it now, time, again, is a flat circle. Atlanta, a lot of people say Atlanta is the home of the OnlyFans models. A lot of OnlyFans models operate in Atlanta. And then also, very much so, people like RuPaul. And it's just, Atlanta is a conglomerate, a combination of so many different things. And I think you see it very much so in Nelson Sullivan's videos. Even when they went to Deacon Burton's, you have these white people going in this restaurant that it looks like it's somebody's house. And it looks like they're in somebody's house. They're in a restaurant, a place that it doesn't look like they belong, but they're there. And that's because Atlanta is a strange place sometimes. It's a cool place. It's an awesome place. But it's a place where a lot of different cultures can collide and merge. I think that's one of the coolest things about Atlanta. However you feel about it is however you feel about it. But I think it's so cool. So yeah, if you're from Atlanta, when you have a chance, just on your YouTube, type in Nelson Sullivan Atlanta. Go to his 5th Ninth Avenue project. Check out some of his videos. Those Atlanta videos are really cool to me. Just kind of seeing some of the things, seeing old Atlanta and seeing somebody capture it. And it would be nice to see a lot of other people's perspectives of old Atlanta. I'm pretty sure there's people who have vlog videos. You see those old high school time capsule videos. I think it'd be cool to see those. I actually tried to look at one from my high school. Didn't see it. I don't know. Maybe somebody has it. Maybe somebody doesn't want the footage to get out. But yeah, again, it's cool to see that nostalgia and it reels you in. And again, I don't even know. The only reason why I clicked on that first video is because I saw Atlanta in the title and it made me click on it. But I'm glad I did. I saw some very interesting things in Nelson's videos, and hope his videos get more views because, again, I do believe he was ahead of his time in a lot of stuff that he was doing. And it's really cool. It's really cool to see how he captured and what he captured. So thank you for checking out this video. I really do appreciate it. I'm really thankful of the growth that I'm seeing and I'm continuing to be consistent. I want to talk about stuff like this. I want to talk about other things. Again, at the end of the day, I just want to talk about things that I'm passionate about. If there's things that you're passionate about, if you want to talk to me about things that you're passionate about, I would love to do some videos with other people. In the future, I hope to do some videos with some of my friends, some of my good friends, kind of interview them, talk to them about things that they're doing, things that they're interested in, find common ground that we're all interested in, and yeah, just kind of have these conversations. And I'm gonna keep howling at the moon. Hopefully, you guys keep listening. Hopefully we keep growing. And again, thank you. Continue to be blessed. Hope you guys are having a great start to your new year. And I hope you guys are consistent in whatever you may be doing. Because sometimes it can be hard to kind of get that consistency, find that consistency. So yeah, I hope you're consistent in whatever you're doing, whatever you're building, whatever you're trying to grow. Yeah, let's continue to have a good year, a great 2023. Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are blessed, and I'll see you in the next video.